Right, a lot of good ideas out there, and I'm glad my one haven't been spoken yet. Okay, I finished my course in 2011. I went to a country school in Liang, which is near the Queensland border. Now, over there, I've met a lot of challenges. I had to be creative, and I came across with Stuart Palmer's resources, which inspired me so greatly to be creative. And I made a lot of news resources, which got me recruited into a program called Excel. And the latest thing I did for Excel was regarding Google Drive. Now, Google Drive is so powerful. Let me try to sell you a product, okay? Which costs absolutely nothing. Okay, so first of all, I want you to know that Google Form can be used to create online quizzes. Now, if you think fiddling around online is a lot of time-consuming task, no, it's not. It's faster than photocopying. It's faster than cutting and pasting. Now, imagine the savings for paper. It's a good idea. Okay. The idea is the fastest time I actually created a quiz was actually 5 minutes. Put that into your mind. Okay. Now, let's move on. You're not getting students to answer them online in a class. You actually email the quizzes to the students so that students can answer them and work on them, look into their book, do some research at home at their own pace. Now, as you can see, the quiz was emailed to the students. All they have to do is fill in the information, click on the buttons, A, B, C, or D for multiple choice, short answer questions, etc. And once they press the submit button in their email, all that data gets collected. Guess what? Even better, it gets collected in a spreadsheet online inside Google Drive. Okay, so as you can see, you can easily tell when students make mistakes. It's all in a Google spreadsheet, so whenever head teacher asks you, do you have any evidence for students learning, you can use that as evidence. When you try to come up with something to show the parents, here we go, evidence. Now, it gets better if you are technology heavy like me, but it doesn't take long to learn. You can actually put some scripting into the spreadsheet, and guess what? You can email the students the solutions instantly right after they press the submit button. Automatically done by spreadsheet. Now, put up your hand if you know the power of instant feedback. Like, you don't want to go around and talk to every single individual students. Like, marking students' quizzes will be time-consuming, of course. With this, students get the feedback immediately. Now, what gets better is you can even be freaky. You can tell when the students submitted their response. Sometimes when I finish writing my quiz and send it all out to the students, immediately I got a response from a student. Like, he filled out all the answers before I can put the solutions on. So it was amazing. Sometimes I get an email and tell me that a student finished their work 12 o'clock at night. I tell myself I have to speak to that kid. Now, if you have your mobile phone synchronized to Gmail, you get the email to you along with the one that gets sent to the students. Okay. Okay. So that's how the system works. It's just brilliant. You don't need me to tell you about this, effectiveness of having assessment in class. You don't need me to tell you about how engaging the students, respond to technology. And what's the big deal is I managed to, because it takes such a short time to create, I managed to do a quiz every single week. And now all that quizzes get saved in Google Drive for you to use later on in the next class, or you can share it amongst the faculty, or you can share an account with colleagues across the world. Okay? Now, that's the beauty of this Google Drive. Now, total cost, absolutely free. It doesn't cost a single dime. Total time, if you are very familiar with this Google Drive, how to create quizzes, it takes 5 to 20 minutes. Productivity, I reckon, is very high. Okay, now, not sure how much time I have left. I'll go through the little details. Well, Google Spreadsheet is also in Google Drive. The beauty of it is you can access it anywhere you want, on any computer. I can share it across the faculty, and the faculty members can put in their information, their data in the same spreadsheet, so you can check and compare other students' work. It provides me a record keeping as well. Now that's Google Drive. Now to create a quiz, you go to create, you go to form, and you fill in, make sure you have them fill in their student name and email as a question for short answer. So the beauty of putting images in is drag and drop, because this system allows you to just take a screenshot of a multiple choice question from somewhere and just drag the file into Google Form, and that allows you to create a quiz. It's just like that. Now, I use a software called Screen Hunter. Every time I take a screenshot, everything gets saved into a file, so I can drag and drop into Google Form. Now, multiple choice questions, where do you get them? I find the New Century Maths textbook very useful. There's plenty where that came from. Like every single year there's this topic test, and it's most likely multiple choice or short answer. So I can create a quiz just like that within 5 minutes. Screenshot, drag and drop, send it all out. So a quiz can be made within 5 minutes if you're skillful. Sometimes you can be creative and create your own questions. You can put a time zone question in there and get them to reply via short response. Now the spreadsheet doesn't automatically check for correct solutions. It simply sends the students a correct solution, so they can check it on their own. So there's lots of creative ideas of how you can use Google Form to create quizzes. It's just a brilliant idea. Once you finish creating the quiz, go to File, go to Send Form, copy and paste all the student emails which you previously prepared. Now if you want to go a bit further, in the spreadsheet, go to Tools. Okay, go to Tools and put in a script. Now, if you want the script, previous slide. If you want the script, go to this site, put in your email, and I will send you the script for automatic email response to the students. Thank you very much for having me.